And what's going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. Of course, if it's a weekday, we are always working as well. It is ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, live here on a Tuesday night. We're talking the latest in the world of football, the National Football League, college football as well, as you'll see a couple of the top Madden players in the world play for cash and prizes as well, as we get you set to talk the latest in the world of the NFL. ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill. As we're here on Unbeaten Sports Channel and in the Black Network, as we're live here from 902 Brewing Company in Jersey City. Let's come inside here, folks. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports. ISG football, ISG basketball, of course, ISG football. If it's a Tuesday night, we're always talking the latest in the world of the NFL, National Football League as well. And then on Thursday nights, it's all about the hoops, folks. We'll leave it, like my guy Dennis Scott says, on Thursdays, ISG basketball. But before we get started and talk about the latest in the world of the NFL and get you a little matchup here of our Madden players playing for cash and prizes. Shout out to the folks right here, Don and his folks here at 902 Brewing Company here in Jersey City, New Jersey, 101 Pacific Avenue here in Jersey City. It's a craft brewery here in JC, producing ales and lagers, folks. And if you can see those big bright tanks there and those fermenters as well, getting everything you need, making everything you want local here with the ales and lagers, handcrafted beers, and the best atmosphere that you will find. Curated good times made right here in Jersey City. Got the spacious tap room, and then host a variety of events, yoga, live bands, DJs, comedy shows, you name it. And they got the rooftop, and we've showed you that as well a few weeks ago. Once it gets real sunny here in the summertime, we'll actually get you some shots out there. Maybe do the show from up there. Live here at 902 Brewing Company in Jersey City. All right, let me go ahead and bring in the co-host for the day, the broski. There he is. It's the Confluence. It's the Confluence, folks. Nubyjas Wilborn from SI.com and Sports Illustrated. He's there in the Three Rivers, Pittsburgh, PA. Those Three Rivers are. Go.
All right, the Monongahela, the Allegheny, and the combine at the Confluence to form the Ohio.
You're getting pretty good at this, man. For
hey, man, we get in
Pittsburgh, damn near all your life. You finally
no. Ain't been all my life. No. It has not been all my life. I am native of Atlanta, Georgia.
Native of the A.
An actual native, which you don't really meet too many, apparently.
Right, that's true.
But, there are some of us whose generations of families go back. So,
And speaking of the A, peace up, A down. She's in the A-town. Andrea Richmond, a.k.a. Boards. How we doing down there in Hotland? Is it hot down there? It's got to be, right?
Oh, man, it's definitely hot. And honestly, I feel like I was attacked and sideswiped a little bit because I'm definitely not native either.
Sideswipe? What do you mean sideswipe? What happened?
I wasn't sideswiped necessarily.
Nah, it wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional.
No.
Somebody trying to run you off the road? Woo!
I've been here a little bit swerving that corner. Oh, whoa, and I ended up getting hydroplaned.
Gotta swerve on that corner. Whoa.
See, I think the rule is like if you get 10 years consecutively in Atlanta,
right,
you become a semi-native.
You're an ATLian at that point.
I was there before the city was hot and popping. I was here since I was 3. So most of my life has been here. I might as well be from here. You know?
I got you.
Well, to be fair, the city was hot and popping before you knew it was hot and popping.
Right.
Yeah. Popping before these days popping, which was popping before, but there's different phases of Atlanta.
All right, guys. You guys ready to get this thing started, man? To get this thing started here?
Yeah.
Shout out to the folks at Unbeaten Sports Channel. We're here and also in the Black Network. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Let's take a look at the rundown real quickly here, guys. As we talk about the stories we'll be talking about with the National Football League and college football, all things football. The NFL pros cleared to play Olympic football, flag football in the Olympics in 2020 out in Los Angeles. We'll talk about that. Chris Sims, a former quarterback, doubts that Russ Wilson, dangerous, can lead. So he's got some doubts there about his leadership. We'll talk about that. Travis Hunter, the unicorn from Colorado, number 2 pick with the Jags, got married this weekend. It's about who wasn't there. And also we'll talk about the gifts. We'll show the video of that's making the rounds here on social media. And also reports Belichick and Jordan Hudson, 49-year difference. Are they engaged? Bill said ain't so. The ring camera videos, I've seen those. Ooh, no shirt. Bill, put those things away, man. We'll talk about that as well. With the great one there, Bill Belichick. And Raiders, Ashton Jeanty, they told him to stop his running back stance. You know, where he's standing up like Michael Myers. We'll get into why and the latest with that. Real quickly, let's talk about the rules here as we're talking about a Madden matchup here. You'll see a couple of the top Madden players of the world play for cash and prizes. They'll be playing in the all Madden mode, competitive game style. Hit-the-head current rosters, we like to call those regs. All 32 NFL teams are available. 5-minute quarters. King of the Hill format. You win, you stay on the sticks. That's what we're talking about. How about the prizes? It's all about that shmoney, folks. $50 guaranteed tonight. The winner runs out this piece for $40. The runner-up gets $10 cash. And the person that wins 4 straight weeks gets an NFL licensed zip chair. Folks, go to zipchair.com. They literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. Also, office furniture, gaming desks, stools, sofas, you name it. They got all 32 NFL teams, all NBA teams, Major League Baseball, NHL, Major League Soccer, also NCAA and universities inspired chairs as well. And if you have a custom piece, they can definitely get that for you. Shout out to the marketing lady, been rocking with us for 5 years now. That would be Tina Altadonna. Love her. Tina and the Mets, we got to get together very soon. Check them out, zipchair.com. They're located on Strong Island there in Long Island. How about the matchup here tonight? A couple of Madden players getting together for a nice little Madden game here. JBaird, he's won a couple of championships playing with the Ravens. We'll see if he'll be quoted. And Whereischandler? Folks, if you've been looking for him, he's right here. Live right here on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter, and also appearing on Unbeaten Sports Channel and also in the Black Network. He is playing with the Eagles. Let's learn a little bit more about these two young men, and we'll start with JB, who's playing with the Ravens. There he is. His name is JBaird from Buffalo Grove, Illinois, 19 years of age, a student at Illinois State University. They are the Redbirds, a two-time ISG football and compete for the Madden League champion. Let's go ahead and bring in JBaird. He can unmute his mic. JB, you're playing with the Ravens tonight, man, and how are you feeling going into this matchup, knowing that you don't have to play OG2K, who hasn't lost a game yet? How confident in you in your abilities to get it done tonight?
Pretty good. I'm pretty confident. Chandler and I have played a couple times, not super recently, but I think I've won each of those games, so I have no reason not to be confident going into this.
All right, man. Well, we'll see how confident you are. We'll be talking to the winner at the conclusion of the game, man. So you can go ahead and mute and get ready to play this game. And we'll talk to you potentially at the conclusion of the game. Let's go ahead and take a look real quickly at the profile of the other young man, the challenger, if you will. And that would be, where is Chandler? There he is, Chandler Cooks. That would be the government name from North Texas, Dallas, Texas, age 22. Got a couple of young Thundercats playing tonight. He's also a college student, doing some good stuff with graphic arts. Chandler, we need you, brother. Multiple C4 Madden League playoff appearances, also playing very well on ISG football and ISG basketball. He does both. I guess we could say he's amphibious, right? He's good with both ways, both hands, ambidextrous, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and bring in Chandler. Folks, if you've been looking for Chandler, you can go ahead and unmute your mic, Chandler. Real quickly, man, I love this fact that you are into the graphic arts. You can see the graphics on our show. We're really into that. We're graphic intense here, trying to make everything look well. What's the latest with you, man? Who has inspired you recently as you've been, making your way in the world of graphic arts?
It's really been myself, because, it's been dealing with all the things that I have to deal with, in life, because life be life. And
it does.
I feel like, I'm just proud of myself for being able to continue and keep going and doing the best for me and just taking it one day at a time. You can't worry about tomorrow. You can only worry about today. So, and today, I'm real confident right now,
Like
guys, clap it up for him. Give him a nice little golf clap, guys.
Coach right
That's
here.
very good, man.
Coach Chandler, man.
Yes, good job, Chandler. Look, man, keep working on your craft, brother. We would love to hire you, man. If you got some ideas, man, we'd love to talk to you. You know what? We'll talk to you off stream here. I've got something for you, see what you can come up with. But right now, I need you to focus on this game. You're playing with the Eagles, E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. We'll potentially talk to you at the conclusion of the game. You go ahead and mute your mic. Let's go ahead and get this game started. But before we do, let's take a look at the standings here. MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Molly Pop Grapes. Check them out, guys. About 20 different varieties of grapes. They're also online with the pressed juices. MollyPopGrapes.com. Molly Pop, taking the world by sweet storm. You see that pink bag in your local grocery stores. You got to understand you're getting high quality produce. MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. That's Andrea Richmond. Look at this. She's got a 2-game lead over me. I'm in the loss column. Got to do something about that. You can see Nubyjas down there, 0-1. He's definitely got to pick it up. Let's go ahead and bring us all in. Let's get a real quick prediction. We'll start with you, Andrea. Peace up, A-Down in the A-Town. Who you got? Which bird? You going the Greenwoods, Eagles, or you going Ravens down there in the big crab cake?
Normally I just like like to get off the EAGLES Eagles chant, but JB, it's a little bit more consistent and predictable, so I'm going to lean in that direction. But hey, Whereischandler, he might end up on the podium too. I'm just going to put my money on JB right now.
All right, I got you. Nubyjas, who you rolling with? Eagles or Ravens?
I picked Chandler last time, and he failed me. And he failed society.
Hold on. He failed you.
Failed society.
He lost
society.
Man. It was.
That's hyperbolic, bro. Come on now.
He poisoned our water supply.
It's not his fault that you were not familiar with his game.
Well, yeah, but I try to be familiar in the good way, and he showed me something else. I'm gonna go with JB here by a little bit. I do think Chandler will start to redeem himself, but not fully today.
I'm with you as well. I'm going to take the Blackbird over the Eagle. I'm going to take the Ravens. JBaird is a champ, but Chandler's coming. Maybe this is the time. But I think right now, maybe he gives him a little stiff arm like little brother. Keep him at bay for now, and he wins. And plus, he's got Lamar Jackson, so we'll see about that. All right, guys. JB, playing with the Ravens. Chandler, playing with the Eagles. Go ahead, guys, lock it up. Let's do it live right here. From 902 Brewing Company, and also airing right here on Unbeaten Sports Channel, and also in the Black Network. Guys, good luck to you. May the best man win, and we'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of the game. Guys, let's go ahead and get this thing started. All right, folks, and that pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Fat Bastard and Sons Restaurant and Lounge. Look at it, Highway 46, South Hackensack, New Jersey. And with a name like that, you know they love great food, right? Fat Bastard and Sons, family-owned business, been around 40 years. Fat Bastard and Sons, of course, bring you the best pizza around. They've also got that full bar out there, chicken, burgers, wings, you name it. They have a passion for great food and excellent service. Check them out online, fatbastardsandsons.com, Highway 46, South Hackensack, New Jersey. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. All right, first quarter here. Let's go ahead and get this thing started here, guys, and talk some National Football League. One of the top stories here in the NFL this week, it's all about the flag football, right? We got the Olympics coming up. 2028 out in Los Angeles. The NFL owners last week voted 32-0, so unanimous decision there to allow the NFL players to play flag football. Now, they get one player per team to be able to play flag football in 2028, and also one international player can be designated per team. So it sounds like a great idea. NFL players playing for the country, want to go medal, all of these great things. But then you got the flag football guys that have been playing and have been building up the sport. They feel it's unfair. They don't feel like they're getting their just due. You got Darryl Doucette, the third, the quarterback there, a four-time champ, basically saying it's not right. And they deserve the opportunity. It feels like they've been kicked to the side. Nubyjas, do you like this idea of the NFL players playing flag football?
It's one of those things that sounds good in theory until somebody gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have actually seen situations. One of the reasons why they don't do like the flag football thing surrounding the Pro Bowl anymore is because a famous player got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was Robert Edwards.
Robert Edwards from University of Georgia, played it with the New England. Was out for like 4 years.
Yeah, he was a bad man in college and was never the same. And they went away from that after this. I'm amazed these guys are willing to risk their NFL salaries for this. I'm amazed the teams are willing to allow it, but clearly they're trying to make this game global. I don't really see how you can make the NFL a global game because you only play football here for real. I know they play in other places, but this is where the sport is, okay? We know that. Also, those flag football players have a point, man. I would feel upset if I were them, where I helped build up a sport, made it somewhat relevant, and then now when we're on the precipice of it about to blow up, okay, all right, see you later, buddies.
Yeah, Chandler, top right-hand corner of the screen, has got the lead playing with the Eagles up 7-0. John Barry got some work to do playing with the Ravens. Andrea, your thoughts here, especially you look at Darryl Doucette. A lot's been made about him. The quarterback of the flag football team had some big talk. Look, they think they're better than the NFL guys. They've built this thing up. They built this thing up. You got to give them some credit there. It is a different skill set, so I will give them that. Your thoughts here on the NFL guys sort of encroaching on their territory?
It really is unfair, and I think that in order to have a bit of a compromise, maybe they should petition the Olympic Committee to see if they can probably have their eligibility in other places globally that don't have as developed of a flag football program, because quite frankly, they're better players, the NFL players, more athletic, more skilled.
Oh, look at that move there. We got a tie ball game there with JBaird. Extra point away. Go ahead, Andrew.
Now, that's virtual Zay Flowers. Imagine real Zay Flowers going ahead and doing that against Croatian guys who really have never played the sport before,
Can
right?
you see Tyreek Hill being guarded by a plumber from Kazakhstan?
Oh my gosh, it's going to be a massacre. All right, it's going to look ugly. Okay,
It's
a shame.
This thing was decided years ago, man. They had at least 8 to 10 years to get ready for this.
How far do you want to unfurl the scroll?
All right.
There's reasons why.
It is a shame that the Olympics, I feel like, is one of our last like genuine world bonding. Like, there's no beef. We all come together as a world, and we're like, hey man, athletes is doing some things. This is really cool. And then like everything that comes with the Olympics is also a little bit shady.
Also,
so like,
do we think that dude in office deserves to preside as the president of the country while there's Olympics?
Unfortunately,
hey,
Rio.
people voted him in. It is what it is, man.
Hopefully it's not a part 2.
That's how it works in this country. Hey, you know, he's there. He's our guy. Let me ask you this.
No.
Well,
I know.
When it comes to the Olympics and these other countries catching up, maybe this accelerates that. Have you thought about that? When we talked about the NFL, of course, they got the 16 games they're trying to get to. Hell, maybe even having a franchise overseas. You know, they've been talking about that for years. Does this help that? You want to grow the game?
We had a whole league internationally, right? That didn't actually work out that well. But Mexico has made some great strides. Mexico is actually really great at flag football. I know that over on across the pond, like there've been a couple of Gala countries that have gone in because of their rugby background, have been able to transition into the college football game pretty easily. So hopefully, like I said, maybe rugby can help this integration. And I mean, it's not the same, but it's a kind of similar thing. So all the rugby players who don't make probably the Olympic team can go ahead and probably experiment with flag football. But I feel like there's a chance for growth here internationally when it comes to gridiron football.
How much more? How much more does the NFL need to grow, though, man? How much more money do they need?
The international market is untapped.
One step America, next the world, Nubyjas.
How much more money?
One giant leap for mankind, man. Come on, man.
Right.
You got to go outside these borders.
This is leap for these owners' wallets, man.
Sure, yes, that's true. But there's still an international market out there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, like, the world is not going to be enriched by more football. You know what I'm saying? It just isn't. But
you can say that about any sport, Dan. I mean, come on. Yeah. All right. Okay, so it looks like getting towards the end of the first quarter there, and it is 19-7 lead for the Ravens. 19 unanswered there for JBaird. That first quarter brought to you by our good friends at Golf Zone Social. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. 3 locations. We were just there last week. You got Brooklyn, West Nyack, and also Scarsdale. And this is a sports bar and indoor golf lounge. Got 16 bays and simulators, folks. It's like a sports bar, restaurant, lounge, bar, you name it. It's all right there, man. It's where golf meets social, the best indoor golf experience. Also, indoor golf games meets unparalleled social engagement. You can play over 240 different courses there. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. 3 locations, Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. The first quarter brought to our good friends at golfzonesocial.com. We're back here at 902 Brewing Company in Jersey City, New Jersey. Craft beers, man, ales and lagers. It's all right here, located in Jersey City. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG football, folks, right here on Unbeaten Sports, and also in the Black Network. Got Nubyjas Wilborn, writer for SI and Sports Illustrated. Also, Andrea Richmond, piece up, A down. If you wanted to know, she is in the A town. esportscaster, sportscaster extraordinaire. Got a Madden game going on right now as we talk the latest in the world of football, National Football League, and also college football. Chandler, bottom left-hand corner of the screen with the glasses on. Playing with the Eagles, just got a score, so he's within a score there, within a touchdown, 19-13, pinning the PAT. JB, right-hand corner of the screen with a hat on the back. Hat to the back. Speaking of Atlanta, that was TLC right there. Hat to the back. He is down by, has a 5-point lead, 19-14. Let's jump back into the NFL topics, guys. Chris Sims, a former quarterback in the National Football League. You might know his father, played with the Giants and won a Super Bowl there. Phil Sims, who I worked with my first Madden game. What was that, Madden 14, Madden 25, Madden 15? He was on the game there. You can look at Phil Sims, his son, Chris Sims, had some comments to talk about Russell Wilson. Of course, last year played with the Steelers, won 6 of his first 7, then they lost 4 or 5 in a row if you include the playoffs. Chris Sims says, I know that his ability to lead, or he doubts his ability to lead, and to talk to the players. And when he talks to the players, it sort of falls on deaf ears. That's according to Chris Sims. He says he's heard it from folks there in Pittsburgh, and basically these guys are really not feeling Russ and what he brings to the table from a leadership perspective. We'll start with you, Andrea. What did you think of Chris Sims with the smackdown right there to Russell Wilson, and guys are tuning him out when he's trying to speak encouragement into the team?
It's difficult, right? Because for one side, you could say Chris Sims, he used to be a lot more, I guess, respectable, or at least on the sources, I guess, in the Bleacher Report days. But now coming to NBC, unfortunately, I've heard some rumblings, and I've listened to him religiously through the years. His sources aren't exactly always right. I remember when years ago he said like Lamar Jackson wasn't getting calls during the draft process, and it turns out that was a bogus internet rumor that was spread by somebody, and he fed into that, unfortunately, right? So you could say, and you can brush this off as saying like maybe this is another rumor that he heard from sources that may or may not be true. But also too, his dad worked for the franchise, right? If anybody would know anything that's going on in the Giants, it would probably be Chris Sims, at least from the media perspective.
Well, a lot of this came from his Pittsburgh sources. That's what he said.
Yes.
The people from Pittsburgh, and also he says you can see it on TV, so it's out there in the public. Plain and simple.
This is not the first time that we've also seen or heard, right? Something about Russ not being able to lead, people saying that he's corny, or saying that he doesn't back up exactly what he talks about or what he appears to be like on the surface, right? But outside, and I don't know, maybe it's because I'm fond of the Seattle days. I want to believe that Russ isn't necessarily that guy. It seems like he's a guy that is about leadership, but sometimes people's leadership styles aren't always there or compatible. And for you, that could be like somebody rallying the troops, or Ray Lewis's speeches can sound like rallying the troops to some people, but if you don't perform well, it sounds real corny real fast. So maybe that's the situation with Russ Wilson, but who knows?
Nubyjas, man, what do you think about Chris Sims and how corny is Russ Wilson? I don't have a problem. Look, is he corny? Yeah. He is. Yeah. I guess undeniable, but he's trying. I just think it's just it's a little sterile, you know, and that's not a problem, I guess, right?
Well, I mean, this gets into a lot of things, and I want to really be careful here particularly because now apparently we're doing stuff with In the Black, so I feel like
we're in the Black network, so we can
we're in the Black, so
we're in the Black.
So we can talk a little bit about this.
Shout out to James Dubose and Omar. What up? Good to be here.
Respect to the brothers. Respect to the brothers.
Exactly.
All right. Now, let's be real. Some of Russell Wilson's perceived corniness is because he acts in ways that aren't typically connoted with brothers.
Because it's corny.
Black men.
It's
you know
corny.
what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, if he were a white man, he would be received a lot different, get a lot more space to be maybe a little bit awkward.
Maybe expectation game? Maybe you're expecting more and you're not getting it and he's not meeting it?
Well, I mean...
How about we lower the expectations and maybe he can jump over the bar?
Well, I mean, we do it when we want to. I'll just say...
Right, if a white guy can't dance, we don't expect him to be able to dance. When he can cut a rug, we're like,
but also, let's be real. We'll give a white man credit just for trying today.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying, because the expectations are low.
Right, the expectations are low. So,
Right.
but black man, we got to be able to dance, do all of it, because if you can't, then now your blackness is in question, which then nowadays creates a whole bunch of other things about your personality, your persona that
looks pretty cool to me. He was there with Busta Rhymes. Aaron Judge was at the Yankee game. He was courtside the Knicks.
And to be fair, there's two different types too, because some people can be perceived as corny and they're probably not, or some people are corny, like RG3, for instance. So like there is a line.
No, but that's a different type of. Yeah. I'm not even going there today.
Yeah.
I'm down
We're
now.
not doing that today. But
I'm down now.
That's
simmer down now. Simmer down.
But even that proves another point that I was going to make. Russell Wilson has never said anything controversial. Has he?
No. So I said he's sterile. Nope.
Right. He don't bother nobody. He minds his business.
Good father. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I will also say the perception.
Loves his wife. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, but to be fair, I mean,
who wouldn't love his wife?
I mean, that's an easy word. Hello.
Hey, man.
But there are some greedy guys out there, so he's doing the right thing. That's what I'm saying.
No. Look, ever since he got with her, every time I look up, he's got more zippers on his outfits.
Oh boy! You know what's hard to see? It's Future out there. I saw Future with his name Future on the back of the Yankees jersey. I was like, oh man!
Right.
That's why I said Future.
I'm just saying, man. Every year he gets more zippers and more things on his outfits than he used to.
His hair is more moisturized.
Yeah, right. I'm saying, looks like he's got a better skincare routine. Like I'm just saying,
up looking a little
stop hating, man. Keep it to the field.
I'm just saying, like the impact of having to keep up with that woman has definitely elevated his game. Man, my thing is leave that man alone. Quit bothering him. Because essentially some of this stuff is starting to be very coded language in a very way that's specific about black men who don't get to be different, who don't get to. You have to walk a very narrow line of what's considered cool that we don't put on the white dudes. That's all.
I got you. Andrew, real quickly, about 10 seconds. Anything you want to do to wrap this up?
I will say this, like, again, winning helps everything. So maybe if you have a lot of these speeches that feel a little bit ham-fisted or something like that.
That's right.
You start to win. Oh, man, I love
That's
it.
right.
Like, hype them up.
That's
Let's
right.
go. But it starts to
They were 6-1 with the Steelers last year. He started out, won 6 of his first 7. Then it was like, womp, womp.
Yeah, it starts to get grating when people start to not do so well. So as long as Russ is cooking, like we've seen him before in the past,
you gotta let him cook though. Let him cook.
Let that man eat, man. He ain't bothering nobody.
Hey, we'll keep an eye on Danger Russ. I got OTAs with the Giants here very soon, and we'll see about the Giants. Of course, didn't win a lot of games last year. Interesting quarterback room there with Jackson Dart and Jameis Winston with the W's.
Yeah, see, don't nobody call him corny
because he's funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
That's the difference. He's actually funny, so he gets away with it.
That's a ridiculous brother there, man.
I love him. I love him. Everybody needs a Jameis Winston on their team, and you know what? Who's a better soundbite than Jameis Winston?
Man, there's this one video. I think it was
real quick. We gotta go.
Him and Bo Nix, and they know how to do the thing where they stand there. And Bo Nix is standing there just spinning the ball. Jameis is doing this and dancing around. And he's supposed to just be standing there. That dude is a riot all the time.
He's certifiable. He is. He's certifiable. Absolutely. Keeping up with the Giants and Russell Wilson. The second quarter, we've got a 26-14 ball game here. JB, bottom right-hand corner of the screen with the lead, 26-14. Chandler, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, trailing. And he's on defense. So a chance right here for JB to really put some distance between him. That second quarter brought to you by our good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. Yes, the Golden Eagle. It's landed right there in Bayonne. That's where I trap at. That's where I live. Bayonne, New Jersey. Aguila Dorado Restaurant. Located in Bayonne, New Jersey. Authentic Mexican restaurant. Open 7 days a week. Great food, atmosphere. Great affordable drinks as well. The libations definitely flowing Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. You got a happy hour there. Mariachi shows every other Tuesday, so we've definitely seen that if you've been watching the show. DJs on the weekends, Latin nights, and also as well on the weekends. They've got the patio. It's all right there. Great food, great environment, great authentic Mexican restaurant. El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, the Golden Eagle, has landed right there in Bayonne, New Jersey. Check them out online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. Back in for the third quarter here at 902 Brewing Company in Jersey City. ISG football powered by our good friends at Uno Pizza. All right, guys, here in the third quarter, let's get back here to the National Football League topics here as we're here at 902 Brewing in Jersey City. Travis Hunter, we know Travis Hunter, the unicorn there, number 2 pick in the NFL draft, the Heisman Trophy winner, University of Colorado, got married this weekend to his young lady, his girlfriend. They've been together a little over 3 years. What's her name? Liana Lene, I think, right? Liana Lene or Liana, one of the two. Look at that. Nice little wedding gift he got her. We've talked about this, with the whole, how she's looked at him on camera, guys that have, maybe been with her before or after, maybe what she did before he met, working in the nightlife industry as well, allegedly. It's about who wasn't there. Although Shador was there with a jacket on and some jeans. No Shiloh, no Dion. What does that say to you, Andrew? What do you think about this gift as well?
Oh, man, I think a lot of times, we assume the worst when it comes to athletes, significant others, and especially, too, if they happen to be of another race. We're like, very suspicious about it. In my opinion,
are you suspicious there's no prenup? Because that's what really everybody's talking about.
No, man, they could be in love. Travis obviously loves her. Travis seems like a very genuine guy. I'm not sure why he can't have the discernment to choose a very genuine partner, right? They look happy. I love love. Okay. And let's celebrate the fact that
can we stop playing here? Can we be real? All right, can we just get to what people are really saying?
What are they saying? Stop playing with us.
All right, first of all, let's be clear. The people who claim to be Travis Hunter's friends and they're looking out for him.
And it assumes that I don't know the person I've been spending years with. And it's not to say like Travis is not somebody who's been under the influence of drugs. Like his lifestyle isn't particularly, or at least as far as I know, particularly hard, or and he has to cling on to anybody. Like, can he not have the discernment to choose a partner that he feels that he loves and is for him?
Unless you think he's too dumb to do it, which is what his supporters are saying about him. Now, personally, I don't know if I'd recommend any athlete getting married so soon into their career.
Gotcha.
Just because we've seen how it works. I mean, that's male athlete, female athlete, whatever.
I don't know any person should, honestly.
No, that's a whole nother conversation.
Real quickly, we got to move it along. 10 seconds, both of you guys. Was it a mistake on the prenup? Because that's really what it boils down to, Nubyjas.
I would have wanted a prenup. If it were my money and me, I'd want a prenup. That's just me. I think prenups protect everybody. I think prenups are a good thing. I hope it works out for them.
That's where I'm at too.
Money is so messy, and it's nothing that you want to deal with and entangle with. But hopefully, it works out for them, so they don't need to worry about that.
We're gonna be talking about something here soon. I don't know, man. You gotta choose wisely, man. Over 50%. In the fourth quarter here, the game's 11-point lead for JB. That shout out Chocolate Lovers there, man. Located right there in Bayonne, New Jersey, 416 Broadway. Located in Bayonne, New Jersey, man. You talked about, this is what they say, the best chocolate joint in New York and New Jersey. It's right there in Bayonne, man. They got crepes, shakes, all the different chocolates, sundaes. It's all right there. They got everything. Look at that, man. The crepes. They do a great job. Got the Dubai chocolate as well. Check them out. They're in Bayonne, 416 Broadway. You can give them a call. Chocolate Lovers, 201-243-6896. They got the Hurley hoops as well here, man. So they do a great job with the L's and lagers here, guys. Let's go ahead and finish up here. We're just talking about marriage and engagements potentially. How about Belichick? There's a story in The Athletic, according to them, and also page 6 with the New York Post as well. Allegedly, they are about to get engaged. That's according to what Jordan Hudson is reportedly and allegedly telling folks, that they are engaged. Now, there's a picture and also video of Bill Belichick's boat. It's called 8 Rings. Well, now it's got 1 plus 8, and it says rings on there. So are you buying this, Andrea, that there are reports that Belichick and Jordan Hudson, 49-year difference there, going to get engaged with everything that he's been through with her, CBS interview, on the field, a bunch of stuff, and the ring camera with him shirtless, not once but twice.
What world are we living in where
Bizarro.
Bill Belichick, the most stoic man in New England that was known for not smiling, and when people saw him, they were like, oh my gosh, you're actually funny. Now he's engaged to a person 50 years he's senior to. I definitely do believe that they could be engaged, especially with the way that she's moving. And this is a total opposite situation where we're talking about Travis Hunter and his girlfriend. Like, this is somebody that you should be suspicious of. She's getting herself in the business side of his world. A lot of financial stuff, running a lot of his stuff and managing a lot of his things too. Also, he's on the older side as well. And a lot of the way that Hudson moves is interesting, but congratulations. If he's happy, then sure. I just think this whole thing is weird. This whole thing is weird.
Nubyjas, she's telling people that they are engaged. You look at the boat, 1 + 8 rings in Nantucket, the CBS interview, her on the field. What the heck is going on here? And you also think that I talked to him about the ring camera. He's on shirtless not once but twice. And it got out to why are they freaking doing Airbnb in Nantucket? He's got a house there.
Hey, man. Okay, look, man. There's a lot happening here, and I want to be careful because I don't like getting no FCC trouble. Although apparently the FCC may not even be what it used to be. Anyway, that's a whole other conversation.
Right.
Anyway,
You can say and do whatever you want nowadays.
Apparently,
there's no fact checking.
Well, I know, unless if you anyway. So first of all, they're doing this, I guess. Also, she seems to say a lot of things to a lot of people, and a lot of things she probably shouldn't be saying and doing. I mean,
And his family's saying, Bill, stop it.
Get some help, right?
Mhm.
Stop it. Get some help. I mean, this is. I don't know how this ends well. I mean, I think a lot of people got the attention when she bogarted her way onto that commercial, and I think there was another ad she tried to get herself into.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, I think there was another ad for one of the gambling sites, and she tried to get on that ad where she showed up in a bikini, and apparently,
Yellow polka dot bikini.
right, in a yellow polka dot bikini. I think that's the song, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
And then I think apparently they filmed some footage that they didn't actually use, and then she later tried to come back and say that they tricked her and manipulated her, even though she was trying to bogart her way onto the ad. I mean, she runs his company that isn't actually a company because it's not listed anywhere, except for on her LinkedIn page.
Well, so he got a production company.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's Belichick Inc.
Yeah, okay.
It's not real, but
listen to
okay.
I'm about to
somebody-
say, it ain't no paper, no way.
It's not real, but yeah.
Hey, it
Yeah,
ain't
but-
real.
Go ahead,
Listen
Andrew.
to all the things he's listing. That's somebody you should be suspicious of that might have nefarious intentions that wants to go ahead and put her
No.
hand in the pot,
You-
right?
you mean-
Not Travis Hunter's girl. Like we're
that's-
looking at two different things here.
No, Travis. I mean, although I guess they're all about the same age.
I was about to say they're
I
very
mean,
they're similar age, and they're both about the same thing, which is
Well, see, okay, I can't do that. The reason why is Travis Hunter is age appropriate for what's her name again?
Leanna
Jordan Hudson.
Leanna
Leanna.
Linnea. Yeah, Leanna
Yeah.
Linnea.
Miss Lene, right? They're
Linnea.
they're age peers. Okay, they should be together. They should be a young newlywed couple. This ain't that, man. This ain't that. This ain't that.
Go ahead.
I mean, now, yeah.
Go ahead.
Congrats
Andrew-
on her for flipping age dynamics on her head. I'm not sure if I should be giving her congratulations, but congratulations, okay?
I don't know if I want to congratulate that.
I don't think I should be either, but
Her
hey.
sweatshirt says stroll. You know what? Man? Let me
Look,
stop, man.
he's got to
I'm
find a
saying
way to
it
reel
said
it in.
stroll.
He's got to find a way to reel it in.
It said
Because this
stroll,
makes him
right?
look so bad, man. Even Julian Edelman and some of the former players
Well,
who were on his side, now they're like, it's hard to defend, man.
The
It's
school-
like if it was my dad, I'm like, Dad, just chill, bro.
Hey,
No more
Hey, man.
pictures. No more.
And apparently they're shout out to Pablo Torre.
Yes,
y'all know
he's
who
good.
that
He's
is.
been
Yeah,
doing a lot.
he has been all over
Amazing.
this. But apparently there are videos of her
Mhm.
at Patriots games going back to 2021,
Yep.
which
The ring camera was literally the day before training camp started.
Well,
hey man,
there's
so
suspicion they've been talking to each other since she was 19 too. That's what
Right,
I think that's
I-
the bias was on.
yeah,
you
that's what I'm
know?
saying. She would have been about 19 then, which
Well,
kinda
4 years
goes-
ago, yeah.
Yeah, which kind of goes against the whole Oh, we met on the plane doing my
when she was, yeah.
Which is why she didn't want to go into details, probably.
Right.
Yeah,
They
that's
might have been on a plane somewhere, and that might have been some homework, but I don't know if it was that kind of homework, okay?
You sure he signed a book and not something else like a body part or something?
He might. Hey, man, listen, I don't know how this is going to go. I just hope it ends up okay without some really ugly, really salacious saying. Also, and by the way, he still hasn't coached a football game there yet, right?
Right.
We have not talked at all about the North Carolina football team, who lost a lot of
one time, and she was at practice calling shots on the field.
Right, which apparently she isn't anymore because they have had her banned.
Belichick Inc.
Yeah, from the ban from the facility.
Well, the North Carolina cleaned that up that same day. They said, no, she's still welcome. You can't look that if that's his girl, that's his not his spouse, but his girl. You can't keep her away from the facility.
You can't
do that. No, you can't. You can't do that.
Oh,
that's an escalation, bro. You can't tell the man's girl she can't come there.
And
you can tell her she don't need to be there every day. You can tell her that.
Bro, you might be able to do that behind closed doors. You can't have a policy like that.
Oh, well, no, you can't have a policy. That's a bad one.
Come on now.
What? Okay, so what, she need to be walking around the locker room?
I'm not saying what's right. I'm just saying what's not going to happen.
She's handing out.
Okay, what other coach wife do you see all up in the video, all up in the movie?
Like P. Diddy?
Come on, man. Well,
like P. Diddy, she's in the back of the video, every video that they have.
We do have to get moving. We're time crunched real quickly. I want to get you guys' thought here. Ashton Jeanty, the Raiders, said, look, that Michael Myers stance that he does where he's just standing in the backfield, where he's been doing now for a few years. He, actually, this past year, right, because the new coach at Boise State loved it as long as he was productive, and he is. He says he's able to get in out of his breaks and to be able to move better that way. It frees him up. Now, Chip Kelly, the OC there with the Raiders, has said, look, you got to get down. And they talked about, look, if you're in a basketball stand, you got to lower your legs or whatever. You got to get low. And also, I believe Pete Carroll signed up on it as well. Ashton Jeanty did say, look, I'll maybe come back to this, especially if I go ahead and prove myself. Your thoughts here? I love that Michael Myers stance. And he was freaking Michael Myers for Halloween recently as well. So there it is right there. That was pretty cool. Go ahead.
Changing things to change things. I don't understand that. Like, coaches like to put their hands on that. I hate the standardization.
As long as it's the same, because from a football perspective, you want to make things look the same. If he's standing up on every play, running, passing, it doesn't matter. I'm cool with it.
Dude, like, look at the Eastern Conference right now. Tyrese Halliburton has the weirdest jump shot in the world, but it's still wet and it still goes in. So why do we care about these stances? As long as it works, as long as it's consistent and it gets job in the production, don't change it. I don't understand why Chip Kelly is doing this, but hopefully it doesn't cause Jeanty any issues. Just let him stick to what he's good at. And
go ahead, boss.
I struggle with this because why would you draft a player who does something you don't like, right? In this way, okay? That's number one. But number two, I guess if you are going to change something, it's better to start changing it now, like while he's going through rookie stuff, while he's going through the OTAs, and so that hopefully when he gets to games, maybe he will have figured it out. I just think this is weird. I think this is over meddling, but again, hey, look, what do I know? I've never coached football, so maybe they know something I don't, but it just feels meddly, coachy type stuff. And also, it doesn't really give me a lot of credibility that Chip Kelly is behind.
What do you guys think about the stance? Does he really look like Michael Myers? I think he actually did. He does.
6'7". Come on now.
I don't know.
So many TikTok
I love
trends.
it.
I love it. I don't know if he looks like Michael Myers.
Look,
I do know he looks like a big, scary dude who can run fast.
Well, he's not big. Well, he's thick. He's like a ball of muscle, but he's not very tall. He's like 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, either way. I don't want no problems with him.
Hey, he told Kay Adams that, look, he's trying to get back to it. So we'll keep an eye on Ashton Jeanty. No longer being able to do the Michael Myers stance. I can't wait to watch in training camp. I'm going to be looking for video of him. Is he standing straight up or is he back, crouched over in a running back position? All right, guys, ball game is over. That fourth quarter brought to you by our good friends at the Kettle Black Sports Bar. You can check them out online, kettleblackbar.com. 2 locations, Staten Island and Brooklyn. Best wings, burgers, and beer. And folks, Food and Wine magazine said one of the top 5 wing joints in America. That's how good it is there. Open daily 11:30 a.m. to 1 a.m. Live music, DJs, trivia nights, and all the sports that you can watch on those TVs that they have there. Check them out online, kettleblackbar.com. 2 locations, Staten Island and Brooklyn. real quickly. Your thoughts here, Andrea and Nubyjas, on a close ball game at the end, but it seems like the JB took over and he just kind of held the lead. He had that 2-score lead for the most part, and he was able to hold on at the end.
Yeah, Chandler was chasing the long balls, and unfortunately for him, guess what? JB was chasing after it too. So ended up working in JB's favor. Got the dub because of it.
Yeah.
I mean, a well-played game by JB. You know, workmanlike effort, got it done. Good job to him. And Chandler played hard too, but JB had it today.
Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and bring in JB. JB, your thoughts here, man, on the way you played, man, especially down early on, and then you scored, I believe, 19 in a row. That got you that 2-score lead. Then you were able to basically keep a 1-2-score lead throughout the game. What was your thought process here as you got controlled and were able to keep him at bay?
I mean, it was really just getting stops early. I didn't get a stop on his first drive. Went down 7-0, but that's just because he got ball first. From that point on, I think I got 2 or 3 stops in a row. Went up 19-7, 1 for 2 twice, didn't get it, but it really didn't matter.
Yeah,
just dominated on defense.
Yeah, you did, man. Your thoughts here, man. Look, you got next week. You get to take on the King of the Hill, OG, man. Had some battles going up against him, man. How do you take him down and give him his first blemish?
Honestly, just play the same way I did the last time we played, but hopefully have a few things go my way. I feel like we were in a really close game, and I just need to come down with picks.
Gotcha. Andrew, Nubyjas, anything before we get out of here?
Yeah. You're going ahead and getting a lot of user picks. Be honest, did you see that Chandler was chasing the long ball the first go ahead and just decided to shade that and try to bait him into that throw?
Yeah, so his first touchdown was on that fade to A.J. Brown, and that was also the same pass that he threw his first pick on. So I just made an adjustment there with my safety.
All right, we'll go ahead and get out of here, man. We'll see you next week, man. Hang on before we get out of here. That post-game show, guys, as we get out of here, brought to you by our good friends at 902 Brewing Company. Before we do that, let's go ahead and do that. 902brewingcompany.com right here, 101 Pacific Avenue in Jersey City. We talked about a craft brewery here in JC, producing ales and lagers. Got the big bright tanks and the fermenters, man. Handcrafted beers and the best atmosphere. Curated good times right here, folks. Made in Jersey City. Spacious tap room. They got a variety of events that they host here: yoga, live bands, DJs, comedy shows, and also have the rooftop. Check them out online. 902brewing.com. 902brewing.com. Also, folks, if you want to be like Chandler and also JB, you want to sign up for our ISG football Madden League here. It's free entry, all online, ages 13 and up. Weekly cash and prizes that you can win. Also, we got the weekly King of the Hill format. You can join us now, competeforever.com/Madden League. Once again, you want to join us and win some money, join us. Go online at competeforever.com/Madden League. Don't do it today, but do it to now. All right, let's go ahead and get out of here, Ben. It's been a great episode right here from 902 Brewing Company in Jersey City for JB. We'll be playing next week against the King of the Hill, OG2K. Andrew Richmond, peace up, A-Down. She's in the A-Town. And Nubyjas Wilborn. It's the confluence. Those 3 rivers there in Pittsburgh, PA. Writer for SI and SI.com. I'm Larry Ridley. That'll do it here from 902 Brewing Company. Thanks for watching on Unbeaten Sports Channel and also in the Black Network. We'll see you on Thursday from Uno Pizza. ISG basketball, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill. We'll see you there from Clifton, New Jersey. Have a great week, folks. We'll see you for some hoops on Thursday. Bye-bye.